Hybrid apps are growing up. A startup's realistic solution to the one system fits all devices. What languages can't you understand? I can't speak Spanish. So if I'm faced with a situation where I have to communicate with a Spaniard who doesn't speak English, it's a problem. What do? I use someone who can speak both English and Spanish, a translator. Now, PhoneGap is a cross-platform native development framework which allows you to write native apps using HTML5, CSS, and JavaScript. A hybrid uses these technologies, think of them like languages, places them into a container, PhoneGap, and PhoneGap translates them so that the native mobile device understands. So why isn't everyone doing it? They are. I'm going to give you a list of the bigger players in the market making use of this type of technology. Netflix, Evernote, Wunderlist, and LiveStan by Yahoo. That's because PhoneGap is capable of running on iOS, Android, BlackBerry 6.0 Plus, BlackBerry 10, Windows Phone 7 Plus, Ubuntu, Firefox OS, and WebOS with more coming. One platform and your app is capable of covering 8 devices, while native development is essentially forcing you to create and build a new app for each device. So what's the cost? Using PhoneGap to build a hybrid application is the most cost-efficient method of launching a new mobile system. PhoneGap's extensive high-quality library sets, including tools which dramatically reduce development time, means time to launch can be achieved much faster than a native build. Only a small amount of native code has to be written for each device to be able to run. It's like changing your adapter each time for a wall socket in a new country. One charger fits many. An average of around 40% saving can be achieved using PhoneGap's technology. So how long does it take? Comparing time between one iOS native and one PhoneGap hybrid app development, the PhoneGap app project takes the lead again. PhoneGap's library sets and tools, as explained, as well as the ability to reuse code, makes the hybrid development more efficient. There's no need to download and make use of many SDKs and toolkits, as PhoneGap is cloud-based. You upload and they complete the build for you. It must be taken into account, however, how intensive the feature use is on the native device. If the hybrid is pushed beyond its framework capabilities, then a larger amount of native code must be written to accommodate the shortfall. Native components in use may be hardware such as sensors and cameras. The quality. This is where PhoneGap can take a hit. The user experience, UX, providing there aren't many large intensive animations on the PhoneGap app, will operate in such a way that most users will see no difference between what they're using and a native application. What is a factor, however, is a middleman. PhoneGap is being placed between the user and the native device, so things do take longer. Native apps receive a command and execute. Simple. Hybrids, on the other hand, have to have their commands rendered, then executed by the platform's web engine, making the whole process slower. For a hybrid, which is using intensive animations, this can irritate the user, as for example, other features such as scrolling may not be operated seamlessly like a native app would. For a hybrid which is using intensive animations, this can irritate the user, as for example, other features such as scrolling may not operate seamlessly like a native app would. Let's talk about maintainability. This is where PhoneGap hybrids become a dream. Updating your app to improve and fit closer with user needs is inevitable. Using native platforms means adding new code or altering it for every device you're operating on. Not only that, these alterations must be audited by their provider such as Apple, and this can be painstakingly soul-destroying. This process may take weeks, even months of altering based upon the provider's commentary. It's not ideal and it's not efficient. Using PhoneGap to build a hybrid app means one system, therefore one change. Updating, depending on the feature, can be done instantaneously. That's control. That's time efficient. So, to conclude this, For a startup from an individual or an organization who's using the smarter lean model to bring their app to market, PhoneGap offers the ability to make the product live faster with less capital, certainly offering more return on investment. It allows the startup to cover numerous platforms with minimal manpower resources and an ability to maintain the system through quick alterations using more control. The ability to launch faster over a wider audience and having the control to make faster pivots means a project can spin faster to accommodate user data gathered during the early stages and full stages of growth. Dependent on native feature use, PhoneGap offers a hybrid system which offers a similar user experience, UX, built on a platform which is continually improving. For more information, get in touch with our Edinburgh office by email or by phone. Thanks for listening.